put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking, slapping my fingers, then reaching for my. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. There's John Parker Romo to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready up! Here we go! Cowboy 80! 70 Timberwolves!
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A 6-yard pickup. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, and here's Milroe. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Right to the air goes Daniels. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
19, Warriors 17, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels now on first down. Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He'll let one go down the middle.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Yards to go.
On the set.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Talking up 18. Let's go.
Daniels gonna throw again. He's got his man right side. It's complete. the 10. A big play there for Washington. 35 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
At the 10-yard line. 79 Broncos.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. They're called in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Now, for the point after.
John Parker Romo lining up for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Commanders are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard mark.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 now from the 36.
Go!
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Commanders' 43-yard line. Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. Third down coming up.
he's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defender right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They've got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up second down. A carry here for White. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commanders first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They put Pickens in motion. On first down, Daniel. Here's a screen coming for right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
70 Timberwolves.
One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7.
69 with 69. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rodwell. Corner 17.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Ernest Jones. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Ready, set. Viking 18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Dan. That is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
The Seahawks take over.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
In the yard at the 38-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and
that'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 23.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Again here to right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
There's Kyle Pitts with the ground. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play there for Washington. 54 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple of years, and then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Rolo's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Shaheed now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Milroe on 1st down. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
On the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Milroe on 3rd down. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at
2 minutes to go here
line.
till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 7. There you go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Milroe. In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
23-yard line.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 8. 79 Broncos.
Here's Milroe to throw. On the run to the right. To the goal line and in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. Myers. Good on kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Rice, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good for Commanders.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's across midfield, and he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Washington. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders will get out in front 17-7.
Commanders 17, Seahawks 7. John Parker to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. 2nd and 18.
Now it's Milroe. That's complete on the tight end screen. Kenneth Walker. Still on the move. He's to the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Hey, Crash! Buffalo 18!
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Panther 11! Panther 11!
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Go!
Once again, it's Walker. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Here's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. That is called in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 19, 18.
Daniels now on first down. And the ball receiver. He falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's one when he goes back and looks at the film, Mike, he's going to want that throw back. But remember, outside of the pocket, on the run, you're trying to make something happen downfield. The accuracy of these throws could be a little bit tricky compared to when you have your feet set. So in this case, he gives his guy a shot, but just overshoots an opportunity downfield. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
Mustang 19. Let's go now.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. That's dropped off for Walker. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Cougar Knight, go.
Now Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Just for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
On third down, Milroe. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On the jump.
From the 21, here's second and 8.
Ready? 8, Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
For the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
At their own 34-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my athletics. Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You can diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette and the yelling.
On first down, it's Milroe. Moving to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 43, here's second down and a yard. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
That's good.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Panther 11, Panther, go!
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
19 Lions.
37-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing is Milroe. He runs with it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on.
To the air, it's Milroe. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcats, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They put Pickens in motion.
18 Rattler.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. Just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again, Daniel. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Washington Commanders
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A shotgun handoff to Light. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Kevin Pirates! Kevin Pirates!
And it brings up third down.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
On third down, they go with Wright.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
79 Gross! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for two, unsuccessful. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got ready? 68!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19! Cougar!
On the ground, it's Walker. Lots of space past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks with another big moment. He'll try to add the 2-point conversion here.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Let go!
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Cooper Kupp on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run with Wright. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
19! Let's go now!
Operating from the gun, that's over the middle and intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
From the pistol, here's one. And he's brought down after a gain of couple. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the jump.
2nd and 7.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready, set. 79 Broncos. Set up. Ready, ready.
They'll drop to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle.
And he's in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
78, 18 Cardinals, 19 Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Flush to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
Let's go, let's go!
First down.
60 average, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19, pump, 70, hop, 18, pump, 18, rattle, 18, rattle, go.
To throw is Daniels. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now, 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Trap 60, trap 79 Broncos.
They'll throw with Daniel. That is incomplete.
So this This is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Daniels gonna throw again. And this is gonna be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. A try here for the extra point.
John Parker Romo lining up for the extra point.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ready?
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. For the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they locked down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks.